Good afternoon, Herbert Robert William Hennis, aka Owen Reed. Check out my videos on YouTube. Go to the first one right down the bottom, why I have two names, and you can find out what I meant by that. This is a glorious sunny Friday afternoon here. This is my new toy, trying it out. So bear with me while I try to get my own bearings with this thing. And we'll just continue on, I guess. This is where it is. You can hear the bellbirds. Fantastic. Can't do much about them. I know they're loud. My overseas watchers, they're going, my God, yes, they are. Just piercing sound. But anyway, now you would have seen a bit of a narrative changing lately, certainly in the news. And the other week on Channel 7, they had a segment on natural immunity, came up on the news, where they were talking about how natural immunity is now being proven to be as strong, if not stronger, than the injection. Now this goes back to an article that I have frequently talked about and promoted from the University of New South Wales, June 2020, which said in their research paper that over 500,000 Australians, 500,000, in their opinion, had contracted SARS-CoV-2 and not known. Had not known. That's why there's a 99.7% recovery rate. This idiotic idea that you can catch SARS-CoV-2, because you can't catch COVID, if you don't know the difference, you're an idiot as well, that you can catch SARS-CoV-2, that it can develop into COVID, and you're going to die. You're going to die. It's a fear-mongering idiocy that people have. They listen to the local media, the MSN, and then they go, well, that's how it is, mate. You're going to catch COVID, you're going to die. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. Honest to God. Were you like this when influenza was going around? When in 2017 we had 930 deaths from influenza? Were you like that then? When 36,000 people were hospitalised, were you like that then? Did you clean your hands? Hey, put a nappy on your face? Did you do that? Really? Did you go to work? Did you worry about your co-workers sneezing and snotting all over them? Did you worry about that then? That maybe one of them would take that home and give it to their grandparents and would kill them? Did that bother you then? Did you wash your hands constantly? Sanitise? Did you walk out into frickin' traffic to avoid touching somebody? Did you do that then? No. That's the kind of hypocrisy I get from these people. Sorry about that. Went off screen for a second. Now, last night in Victoria, we had the worst decision you've ever seen, the most pure evil decision ever made. It's hard to talk about. Sutton, the CHO, Chief Health Officer. At 11:45 last night, there was no directions to increase the emergency powers, none. And I had a contact down there, did a great video on it. There was no emergency powers, and Victoria, for a moment in time, thought they were going to be released from the grip of this communistic tyranny. But no, at 11:59 last night, Sutton signed those orders to extend it to November 18th. Pure evil. If you think that this is about health, your health, society health, well-being of the nation, you're fooling yourself. This is political manoeuvring. Total political manoeuvring, and these guys are owned. If you think that they're operating on their own, you're just deluded. The CCP owns Andrews outright. He promised them a Port of Melbourne under the Belt and Road Authority initiative. If you don't know that, then you don't know anything. You get off my page. You don't know what you're talking about. He tried to sign that. Morrison, only under pressure from the public, finally told him he wouldn't allow him to sign that deal. They've already got the port of friggin' Darwin. They've already got an airport out in Western Australia. It's massive. Now they wanted our most southern border, which was the Port of Melbourne. What's left? The east coast of Australia, Sydney? That's all that's left for the Chinese Communist Party to own? Man alive, you need to wake up to this shit. Guy eats bat, world stops. You idiots. Fair dinkum. It's the most stupid lunatic. By the way, we've forgotten all about that from back then, haven't we? It's all gone, lost in the mists of friggin' time. That's all gone. We forgot about the bat. We used to argue about that. Then we argued about masks and the efficacy of masks. That's all gone too. Then social distancing. Oh, that's all gone too. Well, now it's down to the jab. We've progressed. We've progressed all along the lines of their friggin' agenda. What agenda? There's no agenda. This is idiotic. Mate, you're just a conspiracy theorist. There's no agenda. Really. Honest to God, you can't possibly be this brain dead. I have so many people, and I mean hundreds every week, say to me, I cannot believe people can be this dumb. But they are. No offence, but offence. Shit. But anyway, it's Friday afternoon. It's a beautiful sunny afternoon. I feel sorry for the Victorians down there. I've got a mate down there whose partner's contracted SARS-CoV-2. She's still working out in the gym every day. Not an issue with her at all. Hardly got a sniffle. Fit as a fiddle. He's been pashing her like mad, trying to catch it for 2 weeks. Can't do it. Gets tested every 3 days. Has not contracted it. This infectious, dangerous disease has not contracted it off her. Has not. In 2 weeks. He's desperate to. He wants to get the antibodies. But no. But then he suddenly realised last year in Sydney he got a bit crook, had a decent dose of a cold, thought he had a bit of a flu coming on, and he realised he probably contracted it then and has antibodies, and therefore he can't catch it from it because he's immune to it. Makes sense? Makes sense to me. Got Mark McGowan, the Premier in WA, who's gone frickin' rogue, trying to get the mining sector to insist that they all be jabbed. He knows that if he can piss off about at least half of those workers and not have them go back to work, they can import those foreign workers under 4, 5, 7 visas. And then what happens then? Cheap labour. Cheap labour, and the multi-millionaires, multi-billionaires become multi-trillionaires. You know, the Chief Minister of the Northern Territory made a stupid mandate that everybody gets injected or you get a $5,000 fine. He's had to leave his house. He's had to take off. Under threat. They've gone mad up there. There's no way they're going to accept this. Particularly coming up to the... What are you thinking, mate? We're coming up to the wet season. You know what? They have the highest rate of suicides in Northern Territory during the wet season. The build-up, they call it, the build-up. When it looks like it's going to rain, it's never going to rain. It gets stinking hot and humid and everybody gets bat crazy. And you want to go and pass that mandate up there at that time of the year? Good luck with that, son. Anyway, I've got my vehicle down the side of the house here, the old BT. Mouth up. It's broken down. We don't know what we've done. We've put new injectors in it, catch can, bloody EGR valve, all sorts of things, right? And somehow I think we've got a code reader there that's reading a 0101, which is a, I don't know, control module or something. We must have bumped the wire or done something. I don't know what we've done. But anyway, my mate's coming around. He's a mechanic. He's going to look at it for me. I'm making homemade apple pie because that's what I love. You don't get a figure like this from not eating homemade apple pie, let me tell you. Let me tell you. With cream and ice cream. Yeah, the chooks are calling. Hello, girls. I gotta go feed the chickens. Afternoon tea for the chickens. Peace and light. Have a great weekend. We'll speak to you soon. And don't forget, in the end, we always win.